my name is Danielle, and in this tutorial video I'm going to walk you through standalone ticketing pages. Now, a standalone ticketing pages is much like our standalone donation page. It's a single page, a stripped down version of the fundraising campaigns and the platform campaigns that Rallybound has, but it allows you to sell tickets or different types of transactions. You can be creative with the ticket builder that we have available. We have some clients that have used it for volunteer form if you have limited amounts of spaces for classes that they can sign up. The idea is you are selling transactions or you're having people sign up for them. And so if you have questions about its use and want to see if it will work for you, you can always contact us. But this is a basic tutorial that will walk you through how you would initially stand it up. So this view that I'm in is the back end when I log in as an administrator. Here you can see all of the campaigns that you already have. You will be able to identify ticket pages by a ticket that's right here. To add an additional ticketing page, what you do is go to the plus sign that's in the red circle on the right hand side of the screen, and you would go to ticket page. Here I would enter general information about the campaign. So let's say Little Mermaid's Dinner. Once I enter the name of the campaign, a URL is going to be created. If you want to modify that, you can do so. If you have more than one URL with Rallybound, you can select the URL that you would like this campaign associated with. You can put a description. You can enter a goal amount, which if you decide to use the progress bar widget, this is actually going to show up on the front end of the site. In this example, I'll just say $10,000. And the location, if you need for people to know or if you're going to have that listed anywhere, you can do that. But for the most part, this is just for an administrator's access to be able to view. When you click on Submit Ticket, or you make the submission, it's going to actually create the ticket. Here you'll be able to see back-end information, and just like a regular fundraising campaign, you'd be able to publish, replicate, relaunch, or end the campaign. You can go to the front end of the site or the back end. So we'll go to the front end first. When you go to the front end, you will be able to see a stripped down version of a fundraising campaign that will allow you to do exactly what it's intended to do, which is sell tickets. If you click on Enable Editing that's in the upper right, you'll be able to see the areas that you can modify from the front end. You can add a logo, you can add an image, you can select what widgets you choose to use and which you don't. If there's a widget that you're unclear about or you would like to include that is not listed here on the right hand side, then please let us know. But basically, this is the functionality that you would be able to manage on the front end. If you would like to, for any reason, embed the ticketing page on a URL that you own or on another site, let us know and we can work that out as well. The HTML text will be dynamic, so any updates that you make from here or the admin panel will also be updated. So let's go into the admin panel now. When you go into the admin panel, you'll see much of the same controls that you would see for a fundraising campaign. They're all listed here on the left-hand side with different functionalities that you would be able to do. You would be able to look at the transactions, either donations that are made or tickets that were purchased. You would be able to see the specific donors that have made a donation to your page. You'd be able to look and modify any autoresponders that are going to go out, add a header or footer, or view the autoresponders that have gone out. You would be able to manipulate the campaign settings by putting information about the organization that might be used in placeholders, modifying the donation options for donors, and then putting an email address for the from and to be notified for any activity that happens on your site. In the campaign dictionary, this is where you'd update most of the terms that are found on the front end of the site, such as ticket. Let's say that you don't want to call the ticket a ticket. Maybe it's a volunteer form. Whatever you might want to use instead of ticket, you would come here and you would update the language. You would replace ticket with the language that you want to use. You could do this also about the donation message. You can select when the tickets will be available until, And so you would be able to modify any of the messaging that you are not able to access on the front end of the site by updating the language here in the campaign dictionary. In donation options, you'd be able to connect your ticketing page to a payment processor. If you're going to be integrated with any third-party tools, you'd be able to do that here. And you'd be able to update the social share language if you're using that widget on the front end. You also have the ability to include any discount codes if you're going to be providing those for the purchases. Under site content, you'd be able to add sponsors, add images, just like you would on the front end of the site by clicking Enable Editing and Upload New Image, dragging it to the correct place. And to actually create the tickets, which is what you're intending to do, you'd go to the ticket builder. So here you would click New Ticket, put in a header. Let's just say dinner. If I wanted to put a description, I could do that. Dinner of fish and clams with a side of oysters. Let's say the expiration date is going to be the date of the event. In this example, we'll say May 20th. And we'll say it's at 4:30. The price for a dinner of fish and clams is going to be $35. There's not going to be a tax deductible amount. And the quantity that we have is going to be 500. So once you are done with that, you can click on Done, and you'd be able to see the total number of tickets, 500 for dinner. If you want to add additional fields, like let's say that you wanted to provide options, and this is a bad example since the only thing in this dinner that we're purchasing is fish, but let's act like we had different options. So it could be drop down option. Let's say diet restrictions. We could put gluten, vegetarian. And so this would give options for them to be able to select after they selected dinner. If I wanted to create a new ticket, I could say dinner for two. I could put information about the dinner. Let's say the price for dinner for two is going to be $50, what a score, and the quantity we have for this is 250. I could also add a field just like I did in the other example. Once I have these option types, you can go and you could view the ticket page, which is going to be the front end of your site, and you'll be able to see the information that I had put in. Once I select an option, I would be able to select my diet restrictions. I hope that this tutorial was helpful and it provided you some clarity in terms of how you would use our ticket builder. If you have any questions, please let us know, support@rallybound.com, and we will be happy to help. Best of luck. Bye-bye.